Based on what we're talking about and what we feel the Warriors can do on this playoff run, you're right. I look at the West, and it is hard to envision another team going to the NBA Finals and the Warriors finally losing. But I know I keep talking about them. The Suns just scare me because
I'm not even mad at you. Go ahead,
and I think they should. And it's going to take a while. The only thing that could handle the Suns or could hold them back is just timing. Enough time to mesh. Enough time to understand, okay, you got to be here defensively. But I know it's the Hornets, and they don't even have LaMelo, but they looked pretty darn good last night. It looked like that wasn't going to be a problem. All these other teams, and I know I do worry about the Nuggets, but the Memphis Grizzlies, I think that people are underselling them, but yes, will they probably get in their own way at some point?
Well, now it's become bigger than basketball,
exactly.
And I feel like you're ignoring that because the basketball aspect is, and I thought this was a big crock of you-know-what last year. When Ja went out, I was surprised at how competitive they were. They had a lead at halftime against the Warriors in that playoff series at home. Warriors chased him down, but when Ja's out there, I'm starting to see just from the X's and O's is dribble, dribble, dribble. And I get it, but that ain't going to beat the Warriors.
No.
And when they mollywopped the Warriors in the playoffs and Dre got thrown out, that was the first time, Alan, I go, is this a changing of the guard? Well, it wouldn't have been a changing of the guard because the Warriors weren't champions. But I was like, wow, is this what it's going to look like? Memphis looks athletic. And now the stuff led by Ja off the court, Dylan Brooks trying to be Dennis Rodman. Did you see what and I know it's closed, but I'm out on the NBA guys dressing. Who am I? But, dude, I just think they act like they've done something, and they've not.
No.
They've not. And now the basketball part of it is, I think that's slipping because they don't know who they are.
Well, they're too deep in now because they've decided that their team Gen Z, they're going to make fun of you. They're going to tweet about you. So now at this point, they're almost just taking on that belief that we are the villains. The problem is Ja is trying to be a villain on the court and off the court. He's more worried about the streets than he is about shooting threes.
And why
That's
am
the
I disappointed in him? Because I thought
because you see his dad there front row every single game.
Now, here I go. I got to slow down. Bobby Valentino again. I mean, you got your pops and you've had them in your life. Black love, that's beautiful. A lot of young black males without their pops in their home. A lot of people in this world. So we know how important the father figure is, but you're in the inside, and I'm a guy to wear shades, and I'm a nobody inside, but I'm wondering, like, why wouldn't pops pull your little ass to the side if these reports are starting, if they're true? Because this is starting to, you led me to another story about Ja. So that would be three.
So there's three.
Oh, my
There
goodness.
is the Pacers one.
Okay.
There is his mom was at a finish line in the mall.
There you go.
And then Ja came up and said, hey, what's this about?
And that security guy, what time you get off work?
That was either 4 days before or prior to the other incident that came out. So basically, I think one dropped and then it kind of dug up the other one. Okay. Then there's the incident of I did hear about over the summer with the pickup game at his house.
If you did touch him at all 14, 12, 13 times, and I'm going to say this, Alan, I know I'm Union City, you Walnut Creek. Two of
I'm Concord. I'm Concord.
It ain't Walnut Creek?
I'm Concord.
I'm looking at you different now.
No, De La Salle is in Concord.
Okay, all right. But not Dub C. That's Larry Krueger.
That's not Dub C.
Okay, so I've met fake gangsters, and nothing's worse in this world. A real gangster has rules. A wannabe, a wankster, they're the ones you got to worry about. And all I'm saying, Ja, you're a hooper. Eddie House was on Fox today. I used to go to CYO, say the answer in the city. But he was talking about, we're ballers. You're not thug life. So you need to change your circle. And I'm telling you this, Alan, he may be innocent of all this, but this is bad. You got a signature shoe. Forget the shoe. You're the face of the league.
Yeah. Well,
what are you doing?
They are saying, Ja, please be the face of the league. And he's saying, no, I'd rather just.
Well, there you go.
I got to prove to people that I'm hood. By the way, he's got the deal. And he also has the Powerade deal. This is the first time Powerade signed somebody in about 5 years. And he's got his dad voicing the commercial. Very outstanding commercial. But what are you doing? And I think you're right, Goo. I think it is going to start to bleed over into their play. Because here's the thing. And he comes out. He's another one. He'll come out on Twitter. Well, these reports are false.
I saw that, and that bothered me.
But I'm sorry. Where there's smoke, there's fire. If there was one thing, cool. Two things, okay, cool. Three things, that's
now,
not a
for
coincidence,
the people that may
man.
not know, this last incident allegedly was the teenager was playing pickup basketball at Ja's house.
At Ja's house.
Okay, something happened.
Yeah.
Ja allegedly hit him 12 to 13 times.
And both of these, I think this kid specifically was a minor, or he was 17, something like that.
Man.
And then you had, I don't know how old the security guard was in the mall, but people were saying, well, what are you doing, Ja? So that's 3 different times.
Ja told allegedly, asked when the security guard got off work.
Yeah.
And then the tweets, you're right. The fact that you're answering them or quote, that's letting me know there's something
But
here.
here's the thing, though. And yes, we see Ja's daddy on the court, and it looks great. My question is, you've gone from the mom is at finish line, and what did she say to fire up Ja to get him to go? Because my mom, even if she had a situation like that, if she knows, and I'm not saying Ja has a temper or tends to do certain things, but there are ways to say things. And you know your kid, Goo. You know if I tell my son something in some different type of way, he's going to react. So I'm blaming it on the whole family.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. It's a bad look, and you got to look in the mirror and your circle. Because that after the game with the Pacers and allegedly infrareds pointed at the security guys, like, that's scary and stupid, and you're in the car, allegedly. Come on, Ja, grow up.
You are on the verge of life-changing money, generational changing money.
I love how that sounds.
Generation changing money, and you want to sit here and prove that you're hood. Who cares if you grew up in the hood? I really don't care, because you go back and forth and you're on social media. Well, he actually didn't go to a private school. I don't care.
Gotcha.
All I know right now is that this dude could be part of the 0.00001 percentile of the world in terms of money, and because of what he can do athletically and how hard he's worked coming from a small school.
Don't throw it away.
Don't throw it away, man.
And I told you this in the green room, and I'll leave it with this. My last thing on Ja. There's a video circulating around social media with his upbringing.
Yeah.
And it's got the music.
The 8 Mile music.
Dude, I love it. It's like, this is awesome. His family, where he went to school.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, get a life.
Yeah.
But I thought to myself, I bet Ja somewhere like, who put this together?
Yeah.
This ain't the image I want.
No, it's not the image you
And
want.
You should embrace that.
Right.
But if you're being fake and fraudulent, and this stuff is true, Alan, you're trying to be something you're not, and there's nothing worse.
There's nothing worse. All right, before we put a button on it, let's go out to Dennis in San Francisco, who wants to talk about Ja and T. Morant. What's up, Dennis? What you got for us on Steiny and Guru?
Yeah, I just think that the old man needs to stay away from the court. You don't see Del Curry or Michael Thompson or Gary Payton down there, and during the playoffs, T. Morant's getting all friendly with Clay and Steph and all that stuff. And supposedly, I heard part of that problem that they had with what's the guy's name with Shannon Sharp?
Forgot that. Yes, sir.
That the father's down there drinking. You know what I mean? So it's a bad look. And those guys, Memphis, they're wannabe tough guys. They ain't tough guys. They're wannabe tough guys. Real tough guys, you don't see them pulling that crap.
Yep.
They're quiet. You know what I mean? So good luck to Memphis. Thanks, guys.
No, thanks for the call,
That's
Dennis.
great,
and I do think that's a good point because, look, whether T. Morant is down there drinking or anything, I don't mind that because you could if my kid made it to the bigs in any capacity, I'm gonna be down there enjoying myself.
But that's
all I care.
But
that's all I care about. Right. I'm not trying to. It is your time.
You know what, Alan?
And you said it best, Goo. You said it best. T. Morant is who people thought LeVar Ball was.
Just about to LeVar, wherever you're at, you went to the back, man, and let it be about your kids. We all thought but this is reeking of what we thought LeVar was going to be doing.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.